I'm Stacy Renner, and I am the program coordinator for Tucson Community Tennis Program. I play tennis in the greater Tucson area, and one of the women I was playing with, she said, "Hey, you are a teacher, would you like to be a coach for TCTP?" And she explained how we go into the schools and we introduce tennis to fifth graders, and I was like, oh my goodness, yes, absolutely, I would love to do that. So I started coaching for fifth graders.
Stacy Renner and I worked together. We co-taught together at Mansfield Middle School. So when I came here as the principal, we were looking for subs, and I saw her in the sub list, and I called her and said, "Stacy, come sub." And she said, "I can't, I'm doing this really cool program. Hey, you're Title I, we have an opening, are you in for it?" And I said, "Yeah, we don't have PE, we're in." It can be hard at a Title I because there's definitely some real inequities between what families have access to. The families are doing their absolute best and they are supporting their students, but they've got to make a lot of choices on where does their money go. Is it the clothes? Is it the food? Is it a book in the library? Are they going to be able to send their kids on a field trip?
We have 12 elementary schools where we go in, we have a coach, 4 volunteers, and we introduce the game of tennis to the kids. And then we also offer a Saturday clinic, which it's open to any kids. We do that throughout the school year on Saturdays.
When the kids come and do the TCTP program, you know, the kids all want a tennis racket, and you can kind of see in some of the parents' faces like, oh, tennis racket's $20, lessons are how much? TCTP has been able to, you know, take that kind of away, not take it kind of, they've 100% taken it away. The kids leave owning a tennis racket. They leave knowing that, you know, they can come to this great tennis camp and learn this skill.
Since I've volunteered, I have found that I've actually gotten more out of it than I feel like I'm giving. And I really try to give a lot, but when the first child gets that ball over the net for the first time or even makes any contact with the racket, the expression on their face, and you could just feel how excited they are. And I think that just gives them self-confidence, which is what all kids need.
And it gives them an opportunity to learn that you start off often bad at something, right? When you first start, you're not good. And that's an okay place to be. But then if you continue to practice, you get good. And so that, for a lot of students, that knowledge of practicing translates into the school system. But it gives them a place to feel confident too. So if they've got a skill there, they know if they work on something they're not as good at, they'll eventually get good through practice.
I'm Sophia Haro, and I'm a volunteer coach at TCTP. When I was 5, I started with TCTP, and it was really great, and I improved to the next level. And also in the summer, TCTP gave scholarships to go to Refkin Tennis Center, which is a bigger program, I was really grateful for that, because in the summer I got free academy lessons at TCTP.
I have seen in Saturday clinic and in summer camp, our numbers continue to go up as we're able to get out the word that we're around and we're there.
Several of the parents have told me that their kids have gotten them out on the tennis court and are teaching them so they can do it as a family. One child told me, when I told them how old I was, said, "Oh my gosh, you're my grandmother's age and she doesn't do anything like that." And he said, "I'm going to get her to play tennis." And it's something that they were doing together, and it was actually helping her get physically fit.
When you're investing in any of the programs that are connected to public education, you're making a difference.
And I hope TCTP stays in my life, my whole life. I hope to return to it after I come from college and help them in any way possible.
You know what? I can't even begin to count how many times I have had parents come up to me and crying, thanking me, and the principals, and the teachers. It's just, every place we are, I have found that most everybody is so grateful what we have done for them and their community.